planning on doing a video about changing the oil in my truck and adding this little deal to it, but my garage door spring decided to break. Let's see if you guys can even see that, but anyways, so that's gonna be, my truck is stuck. I ordered one online, whatever. I'm gonna make a video about replacing that. I know a lot of people think it's super difficult, but it's not. So anyway, so let's get over here. Cooper, what are you doing in here, dude? Come on, let's go. Come on. No, over here, come on. So we are going to start, actually not start, we're just going to try something that on the GMC that I saw. I watched this one YouTube channel, Legit Street Cars, Alex on there, and he likes to put this stuff in the engine bay, and I've actually never cleaned this engine bay on this truck. I don't know, I got a phobia about cleaning, you know, the electronics and all that stuff. But I'm gonna pull this thing out, and we are going to, I don't know so much about clean it, but I'm gonna wipe everything down. I'm gonna use this Mudslinger over here. What are you doing, Harley? So it's called Mudslinger. Actually, hold on, let me pull it out. So of course, some of you guys know I love Amsoil, but I had never used this, and it says repels mud and dirt, speeds cleanup, protects against UV rays, restores color and luster. And I saw him use this on some of his projects, and it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna probably use this. I'm gonna pop the hood open, and I'm gonna wipe some of this stuff down with it, and we're gonna see what happens. All right, so man, I probably should go back a little bit more to get right underneath my lights here, but you know, as you can see, it's not super dirty or nothing, but it could use a nice little wipe down. So I'm gonna spray that Mudslinger and just kind of wipe everything down and see how it turns out. I don't know, but it's supposed to repel dirt and all that kind of stuff. So if it's going to like help from dirt, dust, whatever sticking to anything, especially in the engine bay, I'm all for it. So let's I don't know, spray it. I probably put some, of course everybody wants to text me right now, you know. Oh my god, some of my friends, man. Anyways, where was I? I was gonna do like maybe a little time lapse or whatever, and I'll pause in between and of what I'm doing, but I don't know, we'll see. I'll just record whatever. All right, let me get an actual close-up of how dirty and dusty this stuff is. All right, so it's pretty, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's pretty dusty and grimy. Just to get a little close-up of what it looks like before we start. And I don't know if this stuff's gonna work or what, but we're gonna see. All right, so the directions say that make sure the surfaces are clean and dry before applying. Shake well. But what we're gonna first do is I'm gonna take some of this ONR that I have in this bottle. So I'm just gonna wipe everything down and get it started, and then we'll go from there. I am not a detail guy.
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm.
Alright, so I'm gonna say, I mean, even just, usually I wipe this stuff kind of down or whatever, but I've never wiped this whole engine bay down. Like, you know, just kind of like some of the big stuff, but I mean, just a quick wipe just Makes a huge difference. You know. So now I took this cover off because I was going to see, but I can probably get in there a little bit better. But it just looks so much better just from that quick wipe using that O&R. So I'm going to try some of this Mudslinger, and then we're going to see. I'm going to try it on this big stuff, and then we're going to see what happens here. All right, so it says spray. Let's see. Spray evenly and liberally on desired surface. Do not spray on petals. Blah blah blah. It does say to shake well though. It's a brand new can, so you know it's harder to shake.
Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come up dead.
You can definitely tell where I missed. Let's see, should I let it sit in there? Allow to dry for 15 minutes. Oh, I think I messed up. It says to allow to dry for 15 minutes. Wipe off excess. So I should have allowed it to dry for 15 minutes. Let me do it again. So maybe I should do it more of a mist. Seems to be pretty easy to take care of. So I'm just gonna mist. I'm gonna mist everything.
Sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you, I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you, I knew this.
Alright, well, I'm gonna let that dry for 15 minutes like it says. You know what, let me make sure I get this pot really good. Over here. What? I'm sure I got some on that belt. Hopefully that's not gonna be a big deal, but so let it dry for 15 minutes and then we'll wipe it down. Alright, it's been about 15 minutes. I will say though, this stuff is pretty slippery because where I oversprayed, I'm stepping on it and it's kind of making me slide a little bit. But I'm gonna say, man, this stuff is kind of crazy. I don't know how it's gonna look over time. And like I said, I watch Legit Street Cars. I love that guy's channel. He puts out some cool stuff. I'll link it down below. But I saw him using this. This is where I got the idea. So I'm definitely not gonna take credit for it. But to be honest, I couldn't remember if he just put it on everything, but that's what I did.
With you, I feel so useless. I feel diluted. My heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you, I don't ever feel calm.
All right, well, let me pull this. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see just how nice this looks. Let me center this here. It looks, let me see. I mean, especially up here, like the plastic and stuff is super dirty, super nasty looking, super grimy. Even on the painted surfaces, man, I'm gonna have to try to do a before and after. I hope I got a good shot of the before. But it just looks, I mean, even on the hoses right here, I wonder if it's like greasy. Like I have these gloves on. I want to take these gloves off to feel it, but I don't think so. It looks greasy kind of, but I don't see nothing coming off. Like even here. Man, I'm gonna say for just, I mean, literally, I probably did this. I would say it took me 30 minutes total time. Obviously, I'm, filming and stuff, maybe a little bit more, but like O&Ring it, wiping the majority of the dust off, and then spraying it. Obviously, you have to let that set, so you're gonna add that, 15 minutes in there, 15, 20 minutes in there, and then just wiping it down. I mean, it looks so good. Even my boy was out here like, what's going on? Yeah, I mean, it wasn't terrible before, but it was super dusty, whatever. But man, I'm going to say, obviously, we're going to have to find out how it holds up. Like, if it tracks, it says it doesn't attract dirt if you wipe it down. I probably need to get in here and wipe it down just really, really good. But man, first impressions, this Amsoil Mudslinger. Cover! My dog always trying to mess around. This stuff is pretty good. So I used, I don't know, maybe half the bottle or half the can. I don't know. Maybe there's still a lot in there. Still a lot in there. So the true test is going to be the test of time, obviously, right? But that's for a video way down the road. So, but as of right now, I'm going to say, hell yeah. Total win. Like I said, I love Amsoil products. I never tried that before. But first impressions, it's a win for sure. So, matter of fact, you know what? Let me put this camera down. I'm just going to take this glove off because I got to know how it feels. Yeah. It is not. Man, it looks greasy. But it is not. There's nothing coming off of my hands. That's pretty incredible. Like nothing. I don't know if you guys can see my hand, but nothing. Nothing coming off, man. I was kind of scared to do that, but I'm glad I did because I could show it on camera. Super, super impressive. Anyways, if you want to pick yourself some up, obviously this is stuff I buy. I wish I could be sponsored by Amsoil, but I use their oils. You can come over here. You can see I've been using Amsoil for a long time, but I use their oils up here. I use their oil filters when I can, but they've just always. I cracked a long time ago. Buddy cracked open an engine. I think it was an LS what we were working on. It was like a truck engine, and it had been using Amsoil for like 60,000 miles. He wanted to do a bunch of stuff to it. And when I seen the inside of that engine, I was just mesmerized. It looked brand new. I mean, it just looked brand new. I don't know. I can't even explain it. I wish I would have had a camera back then. That was a long time ago, though. And I wish I would have filmed that. But that's what turned me on to Amsoil. And then I had seen this on the website, but I just, because it says it kind of shows motorcycles, ATVs. I mean, it does say truck, but it's supposed to be to repel dirt. So I would say, like, if you had the plastic liners on the inside of your truck, on the wheel well, man, you probably should spray some of that stuff on there if it does repel dirt like that. Not greasy, not nothing. Looks super nice. Anyways, I'm rambling probably because I'm mesmerized by this product. But anyways, that's it. Signing off. Till the next one. Peace.